What up, guys? Beard Boy here, and I'll be giving you guys another Starcraft 2 gameplay commentary, and yeah, I guess. This is game number 2 in. Sorry about that lag. This is game number 2 in the series between GoSuGatored and GoSuGatored and dKiLLeR. So the first game I believe was on Solnaga Caverns, and GoSuGatored took that one. So yeah, I guess he took that one, and yeah, we'll be just going in the second game now. So pylon down at the expansion. In a map like this, it's pretty rare to see a Forge Fast Expand, but Gatored is deciding to do the Forge Fast Expand, hoping that pretty much his opponent does not do any like super early aggression, like a 6 pool, which is pretty rare to happen. A 6 pool that's pretty all-in-ish, or like a 7 pool, 8 pool, 9 pool, 10 pool. Hope none of that stuff happens, otherwise there'll be Zerglings on the board very fast, and his Forge won't be up in time, and all he'll have to defend is probes, and he'll lose too many. But yeah, so 15 pool, so because he was scouted, and he'll have to deal with the pylon harass that is natural. So just coming down with the pool first definitely lets him just stay safe. Pretty much, for like if he is going Forge Fast Expand, you can deal with cannon harass at the back of your mineral line, or just anywhere in general, and it'll make you force to cancel. Forge Fast Expand is not usually that common on this map, but I mean just to make sure. Plus he was scouted, so pylon harass really gets in the way of that. Excuse me. Yeah, pylon harass really does interfere with you dropping that, and it can be a bit annoying. But the probe pulling up to see what's going on, will get hit by the probes. I mean the Zerglings, and I don't believe he'll be. Yeah, he's just gonna head straight back to his base, to the security of the cannon. This cannon will finish by the time those Zerglings come in, so that'll be no problem. And since you're doing this on a map where there is it's pretty difficult to get a Forge Fast Expand off. Let me turn this down a little bit. To get a Forge Fast Expand off, you kind of need to create some form of a choke to funnel the units in, and go sentry heavy so that you can just force field it, force field your little heart out so that they can't do anything about it. And yeah, so as we see Gator doing here, putting this cannon at the back of, like, near the mineral line, not the back, but like in the mineral line, prevents this harass onto this assimilator, and the back of this assimilator, and pretty much any, I think, no, never mind, and pretty much kills any, prevents any Zerglings from killing the probes, mining the gas, and pretty much raining free will over these assimilators, which plays off in the end. Like in the long run, it'll pay a little bit of a difference. So expansion coming up for Killer. Yeah, he's gonna drop the third because he saw that his opponent was going Forge Fast Expand, and this Zerg usually really need to go one base. You really need to be one base above your opponent, just so that your production can keep up with his, because your larva, you have to manage your larva. And yeah, so this Zealot, doing a little bit of micro with this Zealot. Level 1 attacks coming out for the Protoss player. Zerg player continuously just churning out probes. This Zealot will, yeah, most likely die. With some good Zergling micro, it doesn't even manages not to even lose one. So that was pretty good. Metabolic boost finished. So Speedlings will help keep map control for our Zerg player until a little bit more of a force comes out. And right now we're seeing a little Stalker Zealot pressure while coming out with the Robo and +1. So yeah, Evo Chamber coming out just for the Spore Crawlers because DT would be hitting around this time. And didn't really see any Stargates, so there was no reason for him to get it early. Yeah. But DT isn't really a common strategy. Yeah, even because he's going Forge Fast Expand. I did believe, yeah, he lost those units. He lost the Zealot and Stalker I was pushing out. There's a big amount of Zerglings. They probably just got a surround on them like right here, and they can't go anywhere from there. So yeah, and we're seeing a massive dump of gateways in here. What, 5 gate? We'll be seeing on a 6 gate Robo +1 level attack. And here's a Cyber Core. Still getting Warp Gate research. +1 attack, about to finish. Uno momento, por favoro. Yeah. Just a bit. Just a bit. Layer Tech coming out for Protoss. The gateway is just finishing up. Observer coming out to see what he's doing. And coming out with more sentries and immortals, because I believe he did spot this the Roach Warren. Oh man, good thing got a language filter on. Oh, calm down over there, mister. Oof. Some nasty stuff going on. No need to use that language in this commentary. Hydralisk Den also coming out. Roach Hydra is pretty good because Immortals, they're good against the Roaches, not so much the Hydras. Hydras are good against pretty much all gateway units. Just because they're high DPS, just pretty much craps everything up, and it doesn't even give the gateway units a chance. So yeah, coming out with more Immortals because he does see the Roaches. So yeah. Oh, and just letting you guys know, I don't pre-screen these games, so I'm literally watching this for the first time, and all my other games, because I know some. Well, actually, I don't know any commentators that do that, but some people do that, but I don't know anybody that does it. But I've heard like other commentators say that like, oh, I don't pre-screen it, because I guess there's been people saying, oh, you pre-screen it because you know exactly what's going on, like, oh, he's gonna win because of this, and you already know because he is gonna win. And an offensive push is coming out for Gatored, dropping the proxy pylon, helping reinforce a little bit. Killing the statue. Doesn't like the statue. I agree. Our Zerg player did scout this, I believe, with because he did have control of these Zalnaga towers, and Zergling over here denying a third if it was to come out, because he must send some units over there. Mounting up force, some good force fields, taking out what, 3 Roaches. That was good, because these force fields, they're technically free because energy you will get back. You can't get, you can get them back, but it's not that big. It's not that easy. And once again, really nice force fields, pretty much trapping all of those Roaches in so that the Immortals can do the damage while the Hydras are not attacking. And then, there's very limited Hydra numbers. Like, there's not that many Hydras. Like, there was a lot of Roaches, but now look, there's like 2. It's a huge attack coming out. He's gonna have to pull down with some drones. Once again, amazing force field, protecting him from the drones, the Hydras, everything. Keeping the Zealots in front, take out those Zerglings, warping in on the high ground with this proxy up here. Really gonna hurt the Zerg player, and he's doing a ton of damage with this. Ton of damage. These Hydras, this should definitely be enough for to push the Protoss player back, or not. But the reinforcements, they definitely will. Reinforcing a little bit more, but I don't think that'll be enough Honestly, this is too many Hydras and Zerglings coming out for a Zerg player. I don't think it'll be enough to completely stop it. Overseer in the base. Thought that was like a counter attack going on or something. But yeah, Protoss player should back out, or I mean, if he thinks he has enough. Never mind. With the reinforcements, he could take that on. Trying to take out this third expansion. I don't know if it'll happen though. It'll be pretty difficult. But reinforcing zealots will shoot these Hydras back, just because zealots are do decently well versus Hydras. And getting us around, the speedlings getting us around, yeah, all these stalkers are gonna fall. And what's his follow-up for this? Like, I mean, pretty difficult. Our Zerg player might be, no, he's definitely not in the position to do a big counterattack, but he could definitely do a counterattack. Upon spotting those pretty decently large Hydra numbers, he is dropping the robotics bay to get those Colossus out. And Colossus are even good against they're good against roaches. They're good against pretty much all Zerg units. Like, there's really no, well, there's Zerg units that counter the Colossus. All I really know is Infestor is good just because you can Neural Parasite it, but I don't see Neural Parasite being that big of a deal anymore because the range was decreased like crazy. And a big semi-counter attack trying to get on this expansion, but nope, nothing even here. One burrowed Zergling will deny it, so he's forced to come out with this Observer to take care of this pesky Zergling, this burrowed, preventing the third. But only the Corruptor really does take out the Colossus for Zerg. And then Fester, which just, it doesn't really take it out, it just Neural Parasites and puts it on your side for a little bit. But yeah, other than that, I don't know if there's a big unit that counters it. But Colossus counter a lot of Zerg units. They're good against the Roach, they're good against the Hydra, they're good against Zerglings, they're good against a lot of the Zerg units, so that really gives Protoss a little bit of ups compared to you know, the Zerg. Zerg pretty much has to outmass the Protoss and just with speedlings get a good surround and then just get like bunch of units. Zerg players usually never win the battle in the first one. It's their reinforcements that win them the battle. I don't see them really winning battle like crazy, like on the first time they go. Like, they might be able to do it through with freaking Broodlords. They might be able to, you know, do it with Broodlords, but I don't know if they'll be able to. They usually don't do it with the Roach Hydra Zerglings. Like, it usually takes them like that other reinforcement. Like, their first thing is down, but pretty much take out the Colossus, and the Stalkers are whittled down, and the Zealots are about to die, and yeah. So that's what usually happens. So Spire coming out, Ventral Sack coming out, and Overlord Speed coming out. The Carapace, I don't know, Overlord Speed, whatever, I don't know what it's called. Zerg Attacks level 2 coming out, Ascended Thermal Lance, churning out the Colossus, Spire, Twilight Council, continuing up the Roach production. I don't know if we have any. Let's look at our upgrades for our Roaches. 2-1, and the Hydras are also 2-1. Drones are 1-0, like beasts. Does he not have any speedling upgrades? Does he even have speedlings? Oh, yeah, he does. Speedlings, yeah, they have 1 attack. I mean, 1 defense. What? Yeah, 1 armor and 0 attack. So, just making them a little bit more durable, but honestly, it doesn't do that much. Speedlings are not that amazing to begin with. But our level 2 should be getting chrono boosted out pretty soon. But really, Blink coming out for Protoss player. Protoss player is really going heavy Colossus. Yeah, there is a drop going on, so yeah, and I believe, yeah, it was spotted. And our Protoss player will pretty much be able to deny this pretty much almost instantly. Might even be able to snipe a couple Overlords full of Hydra Roaches or something, you know. But no, I think our Protoss player is moving back, or is he? Is he not? No, he's ready for it. He's ready for this. Come on. And yeah, I don't think this will really work. Oh my god, completely trapping these Roaches and just frying them. Hydra's getting fried. Splitting up his drops a little bit. He's going to drop into the third, I believe, and into the main. So let's get onto the mouse now. With this one has a couple roaches and hydras. This one has roach, hydras, roach, hydra. A lot of roaches in this one, and a couple of hydras, and more, I think, hydras in this one. So yeah, he's gonna drop right onto the Nexus, I believe, or onto the Stalkers, picking off a couple overlords. Just now dropping, but dropping right on top of the Colossus fire is not a good thing. That usually doesn't turn out well for you, especially when there's, you know, like 5 Colossus, you know, kind of just shooting down on you. And a couple roaches here getting attacked. Observer picking off these couple units. Really should be killing that. 2 roaches still in the main, but I mean, I don't know. I don't think he spots them with the observer. Just keeping a couple units back in defense. Colossus, Corruptor's coming out to you know, definitely deal with these Colossus, because these Colossus are pretty much tearing up through everything. Oh no, no, it's okay. Oh no, Corruptor's gonna fly right into the Colossus. Colossus are completely off guard. The Colossus, 1 goes down, 2 goes down, almost the third. Will the third one go down? Yes, third one does go down. Almost 4 go down. Oh god, that was not good. Things swinged heavily into the Protoss player, the Zerg player's favor. That was not good whatsoever. That was not good. He lost a lot of Colossus in that, and he knows it. He knows that. And getting his units caught off more position, that's a lot of Corruptors. Bye-bye Colossus. And the Colossus were the only thing I believe keeping him in this game. I don't know really if our Protoss player can handle this many roaches and 14 more hydras about to pop. 2-2 for our Zerg and 2-1 for our Protoss player. So yeah, with no Colossus, it's not gonna be good. He does have 2 Immortals, but I mean, Immortals are good versus Roach, but they're not good versus Hydras. So yeah, but these Corruptors are really not doing anything, and there's a lot of them. It's just like, yeah, see, those were good force fields. See, fighting in a choke like this would be much better than fighting in a choke like this, because fighting like this, you're getting more surface area. Especially if, you know, you're more spread out like that. But yeah, Hydras are coming, and a bunch of sentries are getting morphed in, dropping some pretty good force fields, trapping a little bit more units. Now there's pretty much left up all Hydras. With no Colossus, I don't know, producing more and more Hydras. Our Protoss player is kind of running out of minerals. He doesn't have much, doesn't have a third base. He knows he has to finish it. And getting sandwiched, those are good force fields, but I think there's way too much going on from our Protoss player, our Zerg player. And really, there's not much he could do, because he's on 1, 2, what, probably like 3, well, 2.5-ish, about 2.5 coming up with this one. Mining bases, and for our Protoss player, a 4th. I call long distance mining a 4th of a base. Not even a 4th, like an 1/8 of a base. Honestly, long distance mining is not good, because you kind of can't mine from here. It's all mined out. Literally, you can't mine from here. I mean, you could mine from here, but like, what, 550, 25, 180. This is probably one of the most, and kind of doesn't have enough for a Nexus, so that was kind of game over from there. I think where he killed it was when the Colossus, he completely lost like 3 or 4 Colossus. It was really the turning point in the game, and it really just completely annihilated the Protoss. He couldn't do anything after that. It's too hard. Can't really do it. So I mean, it's kind of, if he would have won, the Protoss player would have won after that, he would have been really good. But hey, this is only the second game, guys. So this has been Beard Boy, guys. Peace.